needs to be stapled. And always, Raphael's bringing up a great point. We do not throw things away here. Okay? First things first we would do with them, if you're getting anywhere close to throwing it away, would be recycle it. But we keep our papers for at least the chapter that we're in. So those papers that you just got back, even though they are graded, those go in your binder. Let's put away the sketchbook so it's not a temptation. So we're going to check 115. We're going to turn that in. But everything you just got back, everything you just got back that is graded is in MAP now. So you guys will learn about MAP probably in connections today. I think they're going to get you on and able to see your grades. But if you have a missing or a check minus, you need to take care of that. So now, please don't make me call you out by name. Now the only thing you should have in front of you is 115 so we can check it and then turn it in. The only thing you should have in front of you is 115 so we can check it and turn it in. So I've already repeated myself. If I have to come help you make that choice of only having 115 out, gonna be disappointing. So you might think that, but that's not true. So I gave everything piece of paper. So it's okay. Like it's okay if things that were lost in between. Because it doesn't matter. I'll change your paper next time. We'll know to do it better, and we'll know to staple things together. Make sure our names are on stuff. So right now we should be checking on the file of that. This isn't done.
You guys got 115? Are these just your extras? Well, while you're waiting here, you might want to put these away and organize, because we're not going to need those out.
Get out your math binder, please. This is not your math binder. This is your everything binder. Where's your math binder? Do we need to go get that? If you have it. So I see math in here. I don't know if you're choosing to do a separate math section. But these are our past homeworks that I haven't seen yet that we need to turn in. So first things first, we should write our name on here to make sure that we do. Here's some work. Let's write our name on both of these assignments so we don't get through stuff. Yeah, Addie? Yep. Yeah, so guys, AOs are extensions. If you get a see me back, normally that means I don't want you to fix it on your own. I just want you to see me then. So AO are extensions. I am available at both AOs, available at extensions. The other 8th grade class I teach is while you guys are in a class. So I should always be available at AO. If I end up with too many people, I'll make a list. If I don't get to you during that AO, I'll get to you at the next one. Yeah? Addie, you're asking very specific questions. Just come see me. 115 questions. Gabe. Go back to the bottom of the front. For what? So notice, I actually moved the 115 due date to tomorrow, actually. So if you don't have this done today.
Could I please have Daniel Molesky to the office? Daniel, thank you.
If you don't have this done today, that's okay. You can turn it in tomorrow. You can turn it in today. So notice, I don't fill in every answer. So sometimes it's just stuff for you.
And write fraction and a percent. Oh. Yep. So you were doing it right.
I knew the fraction. I didn't see the percentage.
Oh, and the percent part. That's okay.
So one thing that I start doing is called math lunch. If you fall behind and you need extra time beyond AO, beyond extensions, it is not required, but it will be an offer that if you are complaining that you don't have enough time, lunch is when we can carve out more time. So we get our food really fast, and we come down here, eat, and do your homework. Now, while I can't force you to give up your lunch and do that, your parents can. Your parents can say, yes, you are attending math lunch because you are not getting your homework done. So the reason that I grade quickly and get stuff back to you is those of you that are behind, take care of it now, or we'll have to figure out another way to take care of it. So if you are behind already, own it. Don't throw yourself a pity party. Own it and take care of it. So funny enough, Raphael, thank you for that reminder. If you guys look in these bins right here, I went to IKEA over the weekend, got some bins for you guys. You now got highlighters, you got Post-its, you got calculator, but all of these things stay at your table group. Okay, you can use them all while you're in class. This is for your group, but they stay here. All right, moving on. Questions about 47? You're supposed to write it out. Now, I did not draw a diagram, so if you just copy what I have, you'll get a check minus. Yours needs a diagram also. A diagram. I didn't do that on purpose. If 5 notebooks cost $5.25, how much would 3 cost? $3.15, because we can break it down to the single notebook cost first. So we can break it down to the single notebook cost first and go from there. And our perimeter and area that we will keep doing all year long. Trapezoids are the tough ones, right? Trapezoids are kind of tough for us. Questions? If it's done, turn it in. If it's done, turn it in. That's where a 3 are used to see. You then just look at the math. Where's your math? Please don't give these. Where's your math?
Well, it's not easy. It's okay. It's not challenging. It's not challenging.
So close to Alex. I'm not
Said
going to
yourself.
Alex to sit so close to you.
You came before. You said yourself.
Those chairs get closer to everything.
You said no. You said.
These are in the wrong order. Right now, that's not a big deal, but your most important thing to know is this comes back here. We're talking area formulas.
So you're supposed to do like 5 more rows.
Right here.
So look at
Formulas for solving these problems. Everything you need.
you're not copying that. I can't so tell.
So, I keep kind of debating. I guess I got a story to tell you first, but then I keep kind of debating about like how quick to go and what, like how to do things at the beginning of the year. But real quick before we dive into that, so guys, one of the things I want you to know, I don't just teach math, and I don't just teach you what we have to teach you. Like I live math, and then like I involve you guys in those kind of like, hey, here was math in the real world. So in my bathroom, at home, like our half bath, my wife and I went to IKEA yesterday because I needed to buy these things for you. And my wife found this little shelf thing for sale for $10 because IKEA sometimes has great deals.
I said that too, but
Yeah.
I went to IKEA on Saturday.
Right? Like crazy good deal. So we had to utilize math and find the center of the wall so that it would be nice and centered, make sure that our screws would be nice and level. Math is all around us all the time, guys. All the time. Addie, what's up? You look stressed. You had your hand up, but I needed to get through my story so I didn't get distracted. All right. So I want you guys to take, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Start 1-2-1. We already have a couple people slipping behind. I want to give you a little bit of homework time right now. Because if you put 1-2-1 away, I'm confused. 1-2-1 is what we need for class today. Start 1-2. The homework that if you didn't pick it up here yet, you need 1-2-1. So if you don't have 1-2-1 yet, you need it.
Yeah, we both did. It wouldn't be that hard. I thought we could write stuff in this. I never did.
That's all.
It says his name.
That's
OH.
This one then would be You guys remember, you should be starting on like some practice work, not where it says examples from class. Now, if you still needed to finish 1-1-5, you could also be doing that right now. Well, I don't know. This could be a mistake. This could be the wrong choice. So. Yes.
This is the first
So
one.
what's up?
I just put my name on the
So when you went to try this at home,
Because I think I put it on one page.
when you go to try this at home, first of all, show me your math skills.
I think
Show me where you find the area of traffic in your math. That's a traffic.
and then write it as a fraction. And at least
What?
So talk to me about how
Oh, easy. I got this.
this is the 10, right?
So we add up the bases, right? Divide that by 2. We'll multiply by 1 because straight line doors. And
Yeah.
then we multiply by 1. Is that what you did? So that's not what you did. We fixed it. So when we're solving these problems, we should be using our math notes so we know what we're doing. Okay. So 15.5, but now wait, why just 15.5? We need to add the bases.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because you. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, now I see what you
And
mean.
your work would be a huge help. Remember,
And
you're
I'm
allowed
not
to work on
so
graphics.
great. This one was 12.50. I said 12.5, and that's basically the end. That's 12 points. I did it myself. Trying to take my credit. Yeah.
I'll just say this one's actually 8 places.
But we have to write in 2 different ways.
You said out of a
No,
it's 8.
different ways. Like that would be 8. Like 8. No. Yeah, no.
How you doing, Nate? Good.
I'm not sure about the total.
Oh no, you're on the nice one. I'm sorry.
Never mind. This could be like, this one could be like
For perimeter?
10.
Are we doing area or perimeter? You gotta tell me that first.
I don't know how to do that one.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be 6, 12, 8.5. Just those 3.
Wait,
4 is not included with perimeter. 6 plus 12 is 18. Yeah. 10 plus 8.5.
Like something like that.
Yeah, that. Yep. Now that's yep. No grass them up tonight. So I'm just trying to make sure we're all like ready to start the lesson. Essentially, you don't need help on tonight, so that ain't due till like Wednesday, Thursday. I don't even know. Water and Propel. And my lunch for today, which is my brother gave me that to use. Yeah, you don't know this yet because it's tonight's homework. So, some of you are hitting the point that was my intention. So get out graph paper. It can be the graph paper from last week. It can be fresh graph paper. I do not care, but you need graph paper. And on your graph paper, you're going to need at least probably like half a sheet, at least if you're kind of a big writer. So if you don't have at least half a sheet open, grab some more graph paper. I need to set an alarm so I am more honest about getting this out of here. You're trying to lead me astray there, Miss Martin.
I'm sorry, I can't
I think I'm going to set for 10:50 so I can be aware of what's going on.
I still haven't remembered
Like,
the
this
time
one's still here.
yet.
I don't know if I'm gonna live.
What's the date?
All right, so on your graph paper, what we are going to write all together probability. Probability.
I feel like I know what it is. Like, I know what it is.
Probability.
But I also don't even know what it is.
See, you don't get
No.
I love your excitement.
Yeah.
But you're like, your graph paper isn't even out.
Her last,
You're trying to talk.
yeah, her last two classes.
Probability. Anyone think they know what probability is? How it relates to math? Why we're talking about it? How it could win you $1 million? Margo?
Probability is like, it's like your chances of getting like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
Probability of winning the lottery is low.
So that's one specific. There's broader than that. You're right. You're 100% right. Winning the lottery has to do with probability. Anybody like who? Yeah, Lily. Chances or the odds. We can sometimes probability is talked about as the odds as opposed to the evens. No, that's not what they mean. Probability is the chance. You should write this down. Chance an event will occur. Chance an event will occur. Now there are two types of probability, and this is where if you don't write this down or have it in your head, your homework's going to be almost impossible. But that's why you have a teacher, right? One type of probability is experimental. Experimental means we did it. We actually did the thing. We drew a coin. We rolled a die. We spun a spinner. Experimental was we did it. We did it. We did it. I'm waiting for you, bud. The other type, and you'll see this on the back of your homework paper, is called theoretical. And that was just we think about it. We don't do it, we just think about it. So I got a situation for you, and I want your help determining what you think the chances are of winning. So on your paper, go ahead and read. And guys, when we have like the class worksheets, this should really stay out the whole class. I mean, if you have your binder still out, it's totally fine. But this should really like stay out, especially if it has examples from class section. Read the situation, and then I'll put it up on the screen. But go ahead and read so it's in your head. You could get out highlighters and highlight the important stuff. That's why they're in front of you. It's almost like I gave you the colors needed to indicate the colors we talk about.
I don't have one. Yeah, I probably should get on more colors. But I'm not that much of a colorful person. I like black and white. Pretty shaded in.
I like colors.
Oh.
And black and white.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I'll use that. Well, thanks for being a good friend. I mean, this is supposed to. So wait. So wait. Look, I've done it multiple times. I was when I did SWAT, and I've been perfectly fine. You already showed this to me. You do this, like, you go to this side, and you don't put that much info. Okay, hold on. Give me one green fish over here. It says one green fish. Give me the blue. Three blue fish. Coordinating. Okay. I can't speak. Give me the Brady. I'm using it. Let me do this. You know, this isn't green. This is more like cheese, but still. But it's not green. Carefree. Oh, they're highlighting the whole thing. Yeah. Wait, maybe I should go on another top. Yeah, maybe. I got all the way to the end. So why am I supposed to get more? You just go back. Wait till here. Am I supposed to just like everything? No, just go in the future and then just like take it and come back with me in the past. Like go in the past, get like a new time, travel thingy. Then get more. All the pictures that you were
I'm confused too. So we got a bag. We got a bag here, and it has, as indicated on your paper, 6 yellow fish, and maybe you highlighted that with a yellow highlighter. 3 blue fish, maybe you highlighted that with a blue highlighter. 1 green fish, or maybe you highlighted everything with the same color, right? It's okay if you didn't use a bunch of colors. But if I just randomly ask you which of these outcomes you think is most likely to occur. We're shuffling up because it's a fresh week, right? Shuffling up. So my card is going to be our marker for when we should reset. So Alex, when you look at these numbers and this information, which do you think, sorry, Alex, right. Which do you think would be most likely to occur? Green, blue, or yellow? Why? Okay, well, I mean, don't just follow what people yell at you. So this information that they gave us is on your paper. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Yeah, it's the highest number. It's going to be the most common thing. So watch. Give me your eyes up here. Keep track of this. First pull was a yellow. Next pull was a yellow. The next pull, okay, we got a blue now. So we got 2 yellows and 1 blue. Next pull, another yellow. Bless you. Next pull, another blue. We still have yet to get green. Now, so the next question on our paper here, question number 1 inside of the problem, says, what is the chance of getting green? Chat with your teammate. What do you guys think the chance of getting green?
Yeah, it's 1 in 10 because 3, 6 is not. Wait, 1 in 10 chance to get green. No, because this is also talking about probabilities. This is also Russian invention. Because the probability of you getting the highest that you want, it's super low, unless you have great hitting. Unless you're super lucky, then that
We have a
probability.
partner today because Janice said.
Because
What
that
is our
probability
chances?
is really low. I want.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be pretty low. Yeah. How many games?
Yeah.
You were trying to say an hour of
Oh, right. I actually
so 6, 7, 9, yeah, total, right? Kind of caught you for this one. All right, bring it back together. Alex, you all right? And now we're ready to do math. So, Nate, they ask us, what is the probability of, so to win a giant stuffed animal, Mike needs to catch a green fish. Right now, what is Mike's chance of catching a green fish? Nate?
1 out of 10 chance.
How'd you figure that out?
I added 6 up, so I did plus 3 and then added 1.
So guys, how we would write this, you're going to want to write this down because it's related to your homework. We would say P of green, the probability of green, is 1 out of 10. The probability of green is 1 out of 10. Now wait a minute, this next one gets a little weird. If all, now they changed the rules on us. If all of the fish are green, Donovan, if all of the fish are green, what are you thinking? Yeah, if all of the fish are green, Donovan is saying, well, now that would actually make it now it's become 10 out of 10. So you still should have your graph paper out, right? Back on your graph paper where we wrote down probability is the chance an event will occur. Right, we said there's experimental and theoretical. We're now going to draw the range of probability. Actually, not an arrow, my bad. You should have end points, not arrow. So here's probability on your graph paper, right? So experimental, theoretical. What is, how do we mathematically say that something has, it is not going to happen, there's no chance, it just won't, June?
If 0 and
Yeah, 0%. A 0 chance. It cannot happen. You could write there impossible if you want. Impossible. So on the flip side of that, if you're like, I absolutely will, it's like for sure I'm gonna do my homework.
Did you almost say it?
Yeah, I almost did say it. Bella? Yeah, 100%. Now guys, here's the weird thing that people mess up. A 100% is actually equal to 1. Just 1, right? So 1/10, when our chance for the green fish was 1/10, right? That 1/10 green fish, right? 1/10 is out here somewhere, right? Down close to 0. What's right in the middle? What do we call that? If you have like an equal chance of winning and losing. It's a 50-50. So your 50% chance of winning, losing. What thing could we often talk about having a 50-50 chance? If you, Christian, flip a coin. Gravity works.
I don't think
Go ahead. I have now lost both my pens in the span of one class period.
happens to me all the time.
Now wait a minute. If we come back here, crap, I keep forgetting the slide. So the last question on your, now this is weird because they changed, this stuff changed in between, or I changed the numbering. So I should just show you on your worksheet to make sure that we're all looking at the same thing. On your worksheet, what says number 2, read that. What says number 2 on your worksheet? Keegan, what do you think? What are his chances of getting a blackfish? Oh, so 0 out of... Yeah, it's impossible. So if somebody tells you the blackfish will win you the mega giant super prize, it's like, but that's impossible. They're cheating, right? They're trying to not give that away. That's not fair. Well, that I don't know exactly what. When I catfish, I'm out at the lake reeling in a fish. But now that means something totally different. Yeah. Oh, I know. There's a whole thing about that one football player who had that happen to him. We are running out of time, and I do not want to rush things.
Wait, does that mean we're going?
So take the next 2 minutes, because we got about 3 minutes till class is over. Make sure everything gets back in your bin how it should. Make sure your papers get clipped in your math binder how they should. Like, collect yourself, right? Class is not over. You are not dismissed, but collect yourself.
Is this your math section? Where?
Probability taking it back to against
Yes, you can put all your stuff in, right? Go ahead.
Especially like you can also get a lot of unless you're accounting. The last 2 times I thought that it was like 1 right? How did you get there? I don't know. I wish the line. My video was just going through. Bro, I kept wishing one star to be like one wishes for me and I never got her. Instead, I got stupid chocolate and Xing. I'm gonna call her Xing now. Xing.
Miss Martin, if I come here today, will I still
This Addie, yeah.
We know how
I'm the 10th. So,
Everything is right. Where does this belong?
yeah, I fight back.
We should not have yourself up. Adult items you guys are allowed to have in pockets, but they're small. So where does this belong? Is that social studies? Guys, you have a binder check today in social studies, so you gotta be able to smell that there's a binder check coming for math at some point soon. So keep your binder in order. Keep your papers clipped. I'm willing to help and happy to help. You are dismissed out to what class are you going to? I'm not certain that we all know where we're going, but okay.
Some said ELA, some said science.
I think you're supposed to be going to ELA, guys. I think you're going to ELA. That's what I think. Yeah. Nice, that's amazing.
It was really fun.
So this is coming out. So we clip all our papers in. We clip all our papers in. And when it's done, we need to chat about this real quick. So I need to remember to change that grade. So you're going to use some order. Where's your grade? This course is done. Yeah, you got the best of that. Or we just use this section. Okay, so you take this, you open your binder, so back in your math section where you want the practice part to go. Drop you open your binder, you want to fix this says math, so we're going to guess that behind that.
How does it seem that
This slide up. Yo, what do you get out every day when you come in here?
Phoenix Middle School, or things that we write our
Yeah, that's I'm gonna move that.
I need to
They'll remember and come back and get it. That's at least my hope. Yeah. Alright, now we gotta get out of here. Alright, you ready? You can carry that stuff. Strap this on. Well, you haven't done it on your own.
Look,
So that's
first
what I'm
off, it
hoping
says
to do.
do today,
When you
check.
do it on your own, I won't
It
need
says
help.
check and then turn in. Yeah. Read, Sammy.
But at too slow a pace run.
I already read it, Gage.
Check.
Yeah.
Checking it before we turn it in. It says
Why?
check, then turn it.
What?
So we're checking it, then we're turning it in. Where's up front?
I just need to know what. I mean, if you want.
Up
Is
front.
that fine?
That's not the homework. Where's up front? Bro, I want to.
Hey, office. Plan book can be filled in for the whole week. Look over there.
Wait, what? Oh, it's over there. Yes, it is. Where? Look at the bottom of the Look at the bottom of the Where is it? Exactly.
So you got your plan book all filled in? All week to make things efficient? Yeah, you can see the homework board over here. We can go ahead and fill in the entire week of homework.